personal experiences. We meet all the time. We're discussing all the time ways that we could be able to make the experience better.
You know, we all have fought for our lives, and we want to give you the tools to do that.
Now that there's the teen lounge there and we have the bright colors and making us feel more chipper, and I think it's going to be a great thing.
The fact that we have our own space. Do you understand the idea of having our own space, a lounge with the sofa and the TV and the coffee table? That's amazing. I never had that. And the fact that we can all get together and hang out over there and chill and, you know, forget about what's going on in the rest of the world, the hospital, and just kick it and watch a movie and eat popcorn, whatever you want to do, that in itself is bliss.
When you walk into this lounge, you're going to see people who are all your age. That's pretty cool, you know, it just makes it really easy to relate to people, and you feel like this is a place that's just for you.
Being that we went through it when this kind of resource wasn't available, this kind of facility to connect people and focus on the importance of dealing with it as a person of this age group, I think we all understand how important it is to get that out there.
Our strength is your strength, because really it's by cancer survivors for cancer patients, and I don't think it could get any more personalized than that.
You're now part of a group of extraordinary people who you have a connection with.
We all come together as family in the end, because we all know the experience of what we've been through.
Going through it is scary, but there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
We're here to help you skip the hard parts, or at least make them as tolerable as possible.
We definitely get a big dose of something that no one else gets, and that makes us our own person, and it changes us, but I think it changes us for the better, because even though a lot of people in the world don't know what we are going through, there's that small group that does, and we are just rebels and warriors and amazing people, and people will be proud of us for the rest of your life, as we should of ourselves. We should be proud of ourselves for staying strong.
It is incredible that you're able to go through such an experience and come out of it and sit on the grass without shoes on and talk about it again.
I mean, everything in life after that seems like, you know, like a cakewalk. Everything should be easy, right, in comparison to chemo.
You know, there are positive things to draw from this hard experience.
Being a survivor is going day by day, you know, making it another day.
I went through cancer. I know what you're going through. I've been there. If I can do it from scratch, you can do it from scratch.
Believe in yourself. You're already a survivor.
You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. He believes in you. She believes in you. Everybody believes in you.
There is life after cancer, and if you can beat cancer, you can do anything.
You're gonna kick it in the ass. You're gonna beat it up, and that's it. That's the attitude you take. You're a warrior. You're a survivor.
As a teenager or young adult, at that age, you're already trying to figure out who you are, your identity. And I think that cancer can have an effect on that.
You're barely starting your life of going on to figuring out what you're going to be, what you're going to do.
You're finding your own independence, and boom, you have to depend on everyone again.
You're a teenager, you want to be with your friends, and you know, you want to be outside, you don't want to be at home. And then you get sick and you're in the hospital.
Dude, it fucking sucked. I can't idealize it. It sucked a lot.
There's no way to sugarcoat it. You know, it's tough.
Sorrow and pain, and especially anger, all emotions that you think would come definitely just hit me in a millisecond.
It is hard, I'm not gonna lie, but it's not impossible either.
Relax and try and get situated and as comfortable as possible, and take things day by day.
I loved listening to music, different songs, that would just kind of be therapeutic.
Put on your headphones and just listen to it. It helps out a lot.
Movies, music, drawing.
Try to learn guitar or something.
And just laughing a lot. I felt like I was always laughing. I have a million pictures in the hospital of just laughing.
Comfy clothes and slippers. 2 key items.
Dude, bedpans. At 14 too, you're like very self-conscious. But you have to pee like every hour because you're hooked up to your IV. It's like a whole ordeal just to do like a simple bodily function, which you have to do way more often now than you ever had to.
Eat when you can. Definitely eat when you can. And as much as you possibly can, because you're gonna lose weight, and then you're gonna gain weight, and then you're gonna lose weight.
You know, there's gonna be a lot of free time, and if you can fill it up as much as possible with learning and appreciating the things that make you a driven and happy individual, it's a really great opportunity to do that.
Getting diagnosed and hearing the word cancer is just the biggest rocking to the boat that somebody can get, and it's terrifying, and it brings this huge unknown.
The hardest part was staying in the hospital by myself that night and not knowing what was wrong with me.
And it's, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm on like pain meds. I just start bawling. I don't know what it means. Like, I'm 14, so you have some awareness of what a tumor is.
Like when they first told me, like you kind of want somebody to tell you, oh, you know, I'm just kidding, or, you know, that's not what's happening right now.
The scary part for me was like the unknown.
The needles and the nauseous and sickness kind of part, and feeling tired and being separated from my friends at school.
I remember the first day starting treatment. I did not want to wait 10 months. I wanted to be done.
And to my teenage self, what was almost worse than the chemo was the feeling that I was totally alone.
I was most scared about that. I would be alone and have no support.
I didn't know anybody else that had gone through it. I didn't know anybody else that was going through it or understood what I was going to go through, and I didn't feel like I had anybody else that I could reach out to.
And so this feeling of loneliness and isolation, and knowing that maybe there's a possibility that I wouldn't make it through the next 6 months or year, it's very hard on a teenage girl or any person.
For a long time, I was very scared inside, inwardly, and a lot of times I couldn't even express myself outside.
I mean, I knew it was something that I could really just get lost in terms of fear, but I think it was my parents' reaction, just seeing them take on that fear right away, and just wanting to show them that there was nothing to fear, you know, that fear would probably just be a roadblock.
So I had a lot of conversations with myself in my head, and I came to the conclusion that I don't know what's going to happen to me, but whatever happens to me is what's meant to happen. The only thing I can do is take charge of how I feel now.
Your mind is much more stronger than cancer. Cancer is there, yeah, cancer exists, but your mind can take control of how you want to deal with it.
It's better to choose to feel good than to choose to let it all get to you. The more you let it get to you, the more it's going to weigh you down. So push it back up. Don't let it weigh you down. Take ownership of it and say, no, I'm not going to let this take over my life.
The negative people I definitely pushed away because I did not need their sorrow and their anger that I already had. I didn't need that extra stress on myself, because cancer brings so much stress because you just want to be healthy.
You don't want nobody to feel bad for you, because that brings you down. You know, I want people that, you know, give you strength and give you words of wisdom.
And not really talking about our cancer and our experiences, but more talking about our interests and what we like to do and what we want to do after.
And so the people that were positive and thought about the future and instead of the past, I loved them. I could not get enough of them, because those people, they made me so happy.
The best way to get through it is to visualize yourself already done with cancer.
Picture yourself one day with everything behind you, looking back on all of it.
Hi everyone, my name Is Taylor Carroll. I am a cancer survivor from Southern California, and I am with Game Changer Charity.
Hello everyone, my name is Prince. I'm a cancer survivor from London and I'm here for Teenage Cancer Trust.
My name is Alec Capellian, and I'm a teenage cancer survivor from Los Angeles, and I'm here representing Teen Cancer America. And welcome to our US versus UK Together Against Cancer and COVID FIFA 21 tournament presented by Game Changer.
Hi everyone, my name is Taylor Carroll. I am a cancer survivor from Southern California, and I am with Game Changer Charity.
Hello everyone, my name is Prince. I'm a cancer survivor from London and I'm here for Teenage Cancer Trust.
My name is Alec Capellian, and I'm a teenage cancer survivor from Los Angeles, and I'm here representing Teen Cancer America. And welcome to our US versus UK Together Against Cancer and COVID FIFA 21 tournament presented by Game Changer Charity and Teen Cancer America. Thank you so much for coming to check it out.
There will be pro football and esports athletes joining us all game days, and you have the chance to win amazing prizes when you make a donation. Game days are US versus US Monday, October 26th, UK versus UK Wednesday, October 28th, and finals are US versus UK Friday, October the 30th. For game times and prize information, see link below.
The profits that are raised during this event will benefit 3 amazing nonprofit organizations that are working with teens and young adults facing cancer: Teen Cancer America, Game Changer Charity, and Teen Cancer Trust.
I was diagnosed with cancer during my first year in college when I was just 19 years old. I had to leave my school and my new friends and move back home with my parents. My treatment was 11 months long, and I spent about a week at a time every other week in the hospital receiving treatment. Luckily, I was treated in a Teen Cancer America specialized facility, and it made a world of difference to me. I met people my own age that I'm still friends with now 5 years later. I had a PlayStation in my hospital room that gave me something to do on days where I couldn't even get out of bed. My team of nurses became a part of my family and some of my best friends. And I know that my experience in the hospital is unique. I remember sitting in the teen lounge, a room specially designed for teens and young adults to socialize in the hospital, intently watching the 2014 World Cup with my IV pole on one side and another cancer patient on the other, and all the doctors with their USA jerseys underneath their lab coats stopping in and out when they could get a moment. The connections and memories I made in the teen lounge helped me feel like I wasn't alone during what could have been the worst time of my life. I am so grateful for the cancer experience that I had, and that's only possible with organizations such as Teen Cancer America, Teenage Cancer Trust, and Game Changer.
I was diagnosed terminal with a rare form of cancer at 11. I proceeded to spend the next 5 years of my life in hospital. Those 5 years were some of the darkest points of my life, but also 5 years marked by incredible lightness, thanks to a few core things. 1, video games. Video games transported me away from feeling sick, away from feeling broken, away from feeling alone, to feel a sense of community. The second was having teens and other young adults like me around me, so that I could realize I had a community, I had friends, I had peers around me to know we could get through this battle together. Those 2 tenets that carried me through my illness are exactly what Game Changer Charity, Teen Cancer Trust, and Teen Cancer America work to provide for patients everywhere around the world.
I was diagnosed with leukemia at the age of 14. My treatment initially began on an adult unit, which was daunting to begin with. Essentially, I was moved onto a teenage cancer unit, which made the experience much more bearable. Now, one of the key things I benefited from was having other kids my own age I could confide in, I could speak to about things I couldn't speak to adults and others that were not experiencing what I was going through. And essentially, some of the key things that you have on the ward is the technology as well. And that brings us down to the gaming aspect. Now, some of the things that we spend most of our time doing is playing video games. The friends I made on there, some of them are no longer with me. And essentially, some of the memories I do have are of the experience we had playing video games on the wards. Now, I'm here to support Teenage Cancer Trust purely because I've experienced it, I've seen it. I can be a bit of a cynic and a skeptic, especially when it comes to charities. But I lived through it, I saw it, and I witnessed exactly what good they do. And since then, I've been an advocate, I've been a believer, and I'm here to essentially show my support and push the cause forward. So please donate, play, and let's have a good time.
Cancer as a young person is one of the most isolating experiences because your whole life can be put on hold. You might have to move away from your friends, the people around you may not really understand what you're going through, and you may not see someone else your own age in your situation for months on end or ever. But to have cancer during COVID is even more isolating. Because of the COVID-19 pandemic, a lot of hospitals are restricting the number of visitors that a patient can see. There are 18-year-olds in hospitals having to go through cancer treatment alone because not even their family members are allowed to come in. Even beyond the added stress of having an extremely compromised immune system for treatment, these young people with cancer often can't see their already limited support systems at a time when they need them most. I know for me, having friends visit, playing games with the family, and being able to have a sense of normalcy when I was out of the hospital helped me keep a positive outlook on my life, and that made a world of difference in how I feel about my treatment today. The work that Teen Cancer America, Teenage Cancer Trust, and Game Changer are doing cannot be overstated. It will touch the lives of millions of young people with cancer, and I know it because I am one.
Please make a donation to support teens and young adults battling cancer and win awesome prizes.
Come back on game days to participate more. Thank you, and see you on the pitch.
Hey guys.
I'm Daniel.
My name is Alyssa Gomez.
I'm Matt Syrak.
Patrick Eck.
I'm Avi.
I'm Yuli.
Hi, my name is Carla.
I was diagnosed with osteosarcoma,
Non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
With Ewing sarcoma.
Ganglioneuroblastoma.
I was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic
Leukemia.
ALL. Not the laundry detergent, that's leukemia.
And I am a 10-year survivor of osteosarcoma.
And now I'm part of the UCLA
Daltrey Townsend.
Teen and young adult cancer program.
Getting diagnosed and hearing the word cancer is just the biggest rocking to the boat that somebody can get, and it's terrifying, and it brings this huge unknown.
The hardest part was staying in the hospital by myself that night and not knowing what was wrong with me.
And it's, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm on like pain meds. I just start bawling. I don't know what it means. Like, I'm 14, so you have some awareness of what a tumor is.
Like when they first told me, like you kind of want somebody to tell you, oh, you know, I'm just kidding, or, you know, that's not what's happening right now.
The scary part for me was like the unknown.
The needles and the nauseous and sickness kind of part, and feeling tired and being separated from my friends at school.
And to my teenage self, what was almost worse than the chemo was the feeling that I was totally alone.
I was most scared about that. I would be alone and have no support.
I didn't know anybody else that had gone through it. I didn't know anybody else that was going through it or understood what I was going to go through, and I didn't feel like I had anybody else that I could reach out to.
And so this feeling of loneliness and isolation, and knowing that maybe there's a possibility that I wouldn't make it through the next 6 months or year, it's very hard on a teenage girl or any person.
For a long time, I was very scared inside, inwardly, and a lot of times I couldn't even express myself outside.
I mean, I knew it was something that I could really just get lost in terms of fear, but I think it was my parents' reaction, just seeing them take on that fear right away, and just wanting to show them that there was nothing to fear, you know, that fear would probably just be a roadblock.
As a teenager or young adult, at that age, you're already trying to figure out who you are, your identity. And I think that cancer can have an effect on that.
You're barely starting your life of going on to figuring out what you're going to be, what you're going to do.
You're finding your own independence, and boom, you have to depend on everyone again.
You're a teenager, you want to be with your friends, and you know, you want to be outside, you don't want to be at home, and then you get sick and you're in the hospital.
Dude, it fucking sucked. I can't idealize it. It sucked a lot.
There's no way to sugarcoat it. You know, It's tough.
Sorrow and pain and especially anger, all emotions that you think would come definitely just hit me in a millisecond.
It is hard, I'm not gonna lie, but it's not impossible either.
Relax and try and get situated and as comfortable as possible and take things day by day.
I loved listening to music, different songs that would just kind of be therapeutic.
Put on your headphones and just listen to it. It helps out a lot.
Movies, music, drawing.
Try to learn guitar or something.
And just laughing a lot. I felt like I was always laughing. I have a million pictures in the hospital of just laughing.
Comfy clothes and slippers. 2 key items.
Dude, bedpans. At 14 too, you're like very self-conscious. But you have to pee like every hour because you're hooked up to your IV. It's like a whole ordeal just to do like a simple bodily function, which you have to do way more often now than you ever had to.
Eat when you can. Definitely eat when you can. And as much as you possibly can, because you're gonna lose weight and then you're gonna gain weight and then you're gonna lose weight.
You know, there's gonna be a lot of free time, and if you can fill it up as much as possible with learning and appreciating the things that make you a driven and happy individual, it's a really great opportunity to do that.
I had dark moments. I had really dark moments. And my uncle would say, "Dan, it's just a bump in the road, just a little pothole. Don't worry about it. You have your whole life ahead of you." But there were some days I just wanted to like crawl over the seat and just pop him in the head.
To get through all those first emotions that you feel when you first hear that you were diagnosed with cancer, I definitely wanted to meet other people who had gone through what I had gone through, because if I hadn't had met other people, I knew that I would be severely depressed and that I would be stuck in this bubble of isolation.
I think the moment that I feel like I was less scared and ready to take the whole thing on was when I really just integrated myself in the hospital and with the people that were already there and being treated and kind of connecting with other people who were going through the same thing as me.
Helps to be chatty. You learn to be a talker in the hospital.
Talk to people, don't stay bottled up, and keep your emotions inside, because one day you will explode, and I've done it and it's really hard to get out of that.
Don't enclose yourself. Accept what you're going through. The more earlier you do it, it'll be the better.
The faster you embrace things, the easier the road gets.
This is who I am, this is what I'm going through, and this is what I want to focus on. I don't care about anything that's going on. This is the number one thing in my life right now that I want to finish.
If I didn't accept the fact that I was going through this terrible disease, then people would not know how to help me, and I needed that help and support.
Support and family and friends will get you through the hard times.
You know, you don't take huge steps. You take little baby steps, and you take it one day at a time. Each step, you become more comfortable with what's going on and a better understanding of what's going on.
The more I knew about it, the more I know about people going through it, I feel more comfortable.
Stay positive and be open to talking with other people who went through or who's going through what you're going through, because you're definitely not alone. If you keep that feeling of isolation throughout your whole entire experience, it's gonna stink.
So I had a lot of conversations with myself in my head, and I came to the conclusion that I don't know what's gonna happen to me, but whatever happens to me is what's meant to happen. The only thing I can do is take charge of how I feel now.
Your mind is much more stronger than cancer. Cancer is there, yeah, cancer exists, but your mind can take control of how you want to deal with it.
It's better to choose to feel good than to choose to let it all get to you. The more you let it get to you, the more it's gonna weigh you down. So push it back up. Don't let it weigh you down. Take ownership of it and say, no, I'm not gonna let this take over my life.
The negative people I definitely pushed away, because I did not need their sorrow and their anger that I already had. I didn't need that extra stress on myself, because cancer brings so much stress because you just want to be healthy.
You don't want nobody to feel bad for you, because that brings you down. You know, I want people that, you know, give you strength and give you words of wisdom.
And not really talking about our cancer and our experiences, but more talking about our interests and what we like to do and what we want to do after.
And so the people that were positive and thought about the future and instead of the past, I loved them. I could not get enough of them because those people, they made me so happy.
The best way to get through it is to visualize yourself already done with cancer.
Picture yourself one day with everything behind you, looking back on all of it and thinking, wow, I really did that. That's me. I did that. I went through it.
It's going to change your life. It's going to change a lot of things. It's going to change the way you see things. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a change for the worse.
It's going to be a completely new journey, something you've never experienced before, but you can do it and you're not alone.
Because there's other people who went through the same thing you went through, other people who finished what you went through, and you know, there's hope.
You know, you find strength from, you don't even know where it comes from.
Do whatever makes you happy. It's really about finding that inner happiness, whatever makes you happy, because ultimately you're on the journey and you're going to be the director and the tour guide to it.
Cancer is not who I am, it's just a part of me right now.
It's good to just get away for a couple hours and think that there's nothing wrong with you and you're not bald and you're not pale as snow, and it's good to act like nothing's happening.
Be yourself. Just because you have cancer doesn't define you as some serious person that has to change completely. No, be yourself.
You need to stay positive and show that you will make it out of this strong and healthy and alive.
You know, you hear stories from your friends about teenager stuff that's going on in their everyday lives, and not only are you detached from that, but then when you go into what is your life, which is going through chemotherapy and going to the hospital and staying home and cleaning different medical devices and stuff, you feel like you're not really part of that either. So you are kind of in this search for, where do I go, where do I belong, where can I fit in? That's where having an environment that caters to that is so vital.
I think it's important that there's an age-targeted approach to the cancer movement. You know, we're not quite children anymore. We're not fully on our own as adults.
I mean, I think that healthcare specifically for teens is needed because we are a different group. We're not small children. I don't want to walk into a room with Elmo everywhere. And we're not adults either, where we want to be isolated and kind of do our own thing. We're teens, we like to be social. We want to talk to people and have fun, play games, watch TV, eat junk food.
So us as survivors took initiative and wanted to change everything we hated about being in a hospital.
Through our own experiences, we meet all the time. We're discussing all the time ways that we could be able to make the experience better.
You know, we all have fought for our lives, and we want to give you the tools to do that.
Now that there's the teen lounge there and we have the bright colors and making us feel more chipper, and I think it's going to be a great thing.
The fact that we have our own space, do you understand the idea of having our own space, a lounge with the sofa and the TV and the coffee table? That's amazing. I never had that. And the fact that we can all get together and hang out over there and chill and, you know, forget about what's going on in the rest of the world, the hospital, and just kick it and watch a movie and eat popcorn, whatever you want to do, that in itself is bliss.
When you walk into this lounge, you're going to see people who are all your age. That's pretty cool, you know, it just makes it really easy to relate to people, and you feel like this is a place that's just for you.
Being that we went through it when this kind of resource wasn't available, this kind of facility to connect people and focus on the importance of dealing with it as a person of this age group, I think we all understand how important it is to get that out there.
Our strength is your strength, because really it's by cancer survivors for cancer patients, and I don't think it could get any more personalized than that.
You're now part of a group of extraordinary people who you have a connection with.
We all come together as family in the end because we all know the experience of what we've been through.
Going through it is scary, but there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
We're here to help you skip the hard parts, or at least make them as tolerable as possible.
We definitely get a big dose of something that no one else gets, and that makes us our own person, and it changes us, but I think it changes us for the better, because even though a lot of people in the world don't know what we are going through, there's that small group that does, and we are just rebels and warriors and amazing people, and people will be proud of us for the rest of your life, as we should of ourselves. We should be proud of ourselves for staying strong.
It is incredible that you're able to go through such an experience and come out of it and sit on the grass without shoes on and talk about it again.
I mean, everything in life after that seems like, you know, like a cakewalk. Everything should be easy, right, in comparison to chemo.
You know, there are positive things to draw from this hard experience.
Being a survivor is going day by day, you know, making it another day.
I went through cancer. I know what you're going through. I've been there. If I can do it from scratch, you can do it from scratch.
Believe in yourself. You're already a survivor.
You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. He believes in you. She believes in you. Everybody believes in you.
There is life after cancer, and if you can beat cancer, you can do anything.
You're gonna kick it in the ass. You're gonna beat it up, and that's it. That's the attitude you take. You're a warrior. You're a survivor.
As a teenager, young adult, at that age, you're already trying to figure out who you are, your identity. And I think that cancer can have an effect on that.
You're barely starting your life of going on to figuring out what you're going to be, what you're going to do.
You're finding your own independence, and boom, you have to depend on everyone again.
You're a teenager, you want to be with your friends, and you know, you want to be outside, you don't want to be at home. And then you get sick and you're in the hospital.
Dude, it fucking sucked. I can't idealize it. It sucked a lot.
There's no way to sugarcoat it. You know, it's tough.
Sorrow and pain, and especially anger, all emotions that you think would come definitely just hit me in a millisecond.
It is hard, I'm not gonna lie, but it's not impossible either.
Relax and try and get situated and as comfortable as possible, and take things day by day.
I loved listening to music, different songs. That would just kind of be therapeutic.
Put on your headphones and just listen to it. It helps out a lot.
Movies, music, drawing.
Try to learn guitar or something.
And just laughing a lot. I felt like I was always laughing. I have a million pictures in the hospital of just laughing.
Comfy clothes and slippers. 2 key items.
Dude, bedpans. At 14 too, you're like very self-conscious, but you have to pee like every hour because you're hooked up to your IV. It's like a whole ordeal just to do like a simple bodily function, which you have to do way more often now than you ever had to.
Eat when you can. Definitely eat when you can, and as much as you possibly can, because you're gonna lose weight, and then you're gonna gain weight, and then you're gonna lose weight.
You know, there's gonna be a lot of free time, and if you can fill it up as much as possible with learning and appreciating the things that make you a driven and happy individual, it's a really great opportunity to do that.
Getting diagnosed and hearing the word cancer is just the biggest rocking to the boat that somebody can get, and it's terrifying, and it brings this huge unknown.
The hardest part was staying in the hospital by myself, that night and not knowing what was wrong with me.
And it's, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm on like pain meds. I just start bawling. I don't know what it means. Like, I'm 14, so you have some awareness of what a tumor is.
Like, when they first told me, like, you kind of want somebody to tell you, oh, you know, I'm just kidding, or, you know, that's not what's happening right now.
The scary part for me was like the unknown.
The needles and the nauseous and sickness kind of part, and feeling tired and being separated from my friends at school.
I remember the first day starting treatment. I did not want to wait 10 months. I wanted to be done.
And to my teenage self, what was almost worse than the chemo was the feeling that I was totally alone.
I was most scared about that. I would be alone and have no support.
I didn't know anybody else that had gone through it. I didn't know anybody else that was going through it or understood what I was going to go through, and I didn't feel like I had anybody else that I could reach out to.
And so this feeling of loneliness and isolation, and knowing that maybe there's a possibility that I wouldn't make it through the next 6 months or year, it's very hard on a teenage girl or any person.
For a long time, I was very scared inside, inwardly, and a lot of times I couldn't even express myself outside.
I mean, I knew it was something that I could really just get lost in terms of fear, but I think it was my parents' reaction, just seeing them take on that fear right away, and just wanting to show them that there was nothing to fear, you know, that fear would probably just be a roadblock.
So I had a lot of conversations with myself in my head, and I came to the conclusion that I don't know what's going to happen to me, but whatever happens to me is what's meant to happen. The only thing I can do is take charge of how I feel now.
Your mind is much more stronger than cancer. Cancer is there, yeah, cancer exists, but your mind can take control of how you want to deal with it.
It's better to choose to feel good than to choose to let it all get to you. The more you let it get to you, the more it's going to weigh you down. So push it back up. Don't let it weigh you down. Take ownership of it and say, no, I'm not going to let this take over my life.
The negative people I definitely pushed away because I did not need their sorrow and their anger that I already had. I didn't need that extra stress on myself, because cancer brings so much stress because you just want to be healthy.
You don't want nobody to feel bad for you, because that brings you down. You know, I want people that, you know, give you strength and give you words of wisdom.
And not really talking about our cancer and our experiences, but more talking about our interests and what we like to do and what we want to do after.
And so the people that were positive and thought about the future and instead of the past, I loved them. I could not get enough of them, because those people, they made me so happy.
The best way to get through it is to visualize yourself already done with cancer.
Picture yourself one day with everything behind you, looking back on all of it and thinking, wow, I really did that. That's me. I did that. I went through it.
It's going to change your life. It's going to change a lot of things. It's going to change the way you see things. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a change for the worse.
It's going to be a completely new journey, something you've never experienced before, but you can do it, and you're not alone.
Because there's other people who went through the same thing you went through, other people who finished what you went through, and you know, there's hope.
You know, you find strength from, you don't even know where it comes from.
Do whatever makes you happy. It's really about finding that inner happiness, whatever makes you happy, because ultimately you're on the journey and you're going to be the director and the tour guide to it.
Cancer is not who I am, it's just a part of me right now.
It's good to just get away for a couple hours and think that there's nothing wrong with you and you're not bald and you're not pale as snow, and it's good to act like nothing's happening.
Be yourself. Just because you have cancer doesn't define you as some serious person that has to change completely. No, be yourself.
You need to stay positive and show that you will make it out of this strong and healthy and alive. I think the isolation comes right when you hear the word cancer.
You know, you hear stories from your friends about teenager stuff that's going on in their everyday lives. And not only are you detached from that, but then when you go into what is your life, which is going through chemotherapy and going to the hospital and staying home and cleaning different medical devices and stuff, you feel like you're not really part of that either. So you are kind of in this search for, where do I go? Where do I belong? Where can I fit in? That's where having an environment that caters to that is so vital.
We're basically identified as either adults or kids. There's not like, and we're not nor adults nor kids, you know?
I think it's important that there's an age-targeted approach to the cancer movement. You know, we're not quite children anymore. We're not fully on our own as adults.
Getting cancer as a teen is especially hard because you're kind of in that pivotal moment in your life. You know, as a girl, you want to talk about like boys and who's going to ask me to the dance, or what am I going to wear to my first day of school, those kind of things. And having cancer kind of like took that away from me, and the questions that I was asking was, how are people going to treat me in a wheelchair at school? Are kids not going to want to hang out with me? Do you think I'm weird? Seeing someone, you know, without a leg, like, I don't know.
You're a teenager, you know? You want to be around other teenagers, you know?
I wanted to be a teen. Even though I was dealing with cancer and I was going through cancer, I wanted to be able to do all the things that I dreamt was so cool to do as a teenager.
When I used to be admitted in the hospital, I used to hate it so bad. I used to cry because there's nothing to do.
I'd be pissed if I was 20 in a pediatrics and kids yelling and crying and...
You know, all the little kids are playing with the little kids, and then you're the only one right there.
I was in geriatrics, actually, I think. And it was just so sad that people were so old and I had nothing in common with them.
I think a lot of adults at that age have processed a lot of what it means to be alive and to eventually ponder your own mortality and what happens when you're gone and everything. That when you're a teenager, that kind of stuff is usually like, you know, you're concerned about what the next sport game is or what movie's coming out or something. You don't, you know, existentialism is.
You are now part of an elite group of cancer patients who will be there for you forever.
We all come together as family in the end because we all know the experience of what we've been through.
Going through it is scary, but there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
It is incredible that you're able to go through such an experience and come out of it and sit on the grass without shoes on and talk about it again.
I mean, everything in life after that seems like, you know, like a cakewalk. Everything should be easy, right, in comparison to chemo.
We definitely get a big dose of something that no one else gets, and that makes us our own person, and it changes us, but I think it changes us for the better, because even though a lot of people in the world don't know what we are going through, there's that small group that does, and we are just rebels and warriors and amazing people, and people will be proud of us for the rest of your life, as we should of ourselves. We should be proud of ourselves for staying strong.
You know, there are positive things to draw from this hard experience.
Being a survivor is going day by day, you know, making it another day.
I went through cancer. I know what you're going through. I've been there. If I can do it from scratch, you can do it from scratch.
Believe in yourself. You're already a survivor.
You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. He believes in you. She believes in you. Everybody believes in you.
There is life after cancer, and if you can beat cancer, you can do anything.
Cancer sucks, and you're gonna kick it in the ass. You're gonna beat it up, and that's it. That's the attitude you take. You're a warrior. You're a survivor.
On Insta. On Insta. Bright shining thing here for you. You guys want to sit that way? So don't worry. We want to see just you. Do you want to get your away? Silence. Yeah, I need this. And then
Am I allowed to make jokes and stuff?
Yeah, we want to
Serious.
do live right now.
Oh, good.
We're getting set up.
All right.
Are we live?
I don't mean like
Live.
inappropriate.
You wanna-
the door.
All
That's
right.
the door. I think so.
Look, tell us when you're live. We're live. Look, we have some people joining us. Hello. Yeah, Pace, yeah.
You guys are going to
No, we're going.
Hi. This is Teen Cancer America. Welcome to our Giving Tuesday. And we are featuring our Play It Back program.
Yay! That's us.
So we're gonna kick it off with a song while people are joining, and then we'll tell you more about our mission. Take it away.
Wheelchair. I was big, I was weak too, I was missing my hair. I was tired, I was sleepful, I had really good care. I had bags, I had needles, I had nurses, I had doctors, I had all of my people. You were sitting right there, you were thin, you weren't feeble, you were missing your hair. You're alive and you're sweet too, you had really good care. You had people to see you, now you're gone, I'm still here. This feels too equal.
Don't cry. Just dry your eyes. It's only teenage wasteland. Teenage wasteland. It's only teenage wasteland. Teenage wasteland. It's only
seventh grade, I always looked up to you. Then you got diagnosed, I got diagnosed too. 1% chance we were one of a kind. You always kept a smile, which meant I kept mine. You were the light of the room, wherever you went. Always kept me inspired, over and over again. You said you felt great, even though you looked thin. And then I heard the code through, but you're still with me, my friend.
Don't cry, just dry your eyes. It's only teenage wasteland. Teenage wasteland. It's only teenage wasteland. Teenage wasteland. It's only teenage wasteland. Don't cry, just dry your eyes. It's only teenage wasteland. Teenage wasteland. 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 It's only teenage wasteland.
Cool. Awesome. Am I supposed to speak now?
I think I'm going up there.
Oh, go on up.
But
All right.
you are joining.
So thank you for joining, everyone.
Look at these
I'm
people,
Kevin Lee.
they're
That's my
amazing.
name. Yeah. Woo! I get to be on camera. All right, let's move stuff.
Hey
Where do we go?
You
You're
can
good.
speak
No,
into the
sit
mic
here.
if you want.
You can speak into the mic. No, I just want to say thank you all so much for coming today. We're so excited for Giving Tuesday and for you to join us. And there you are. And I just wanted to say, Teen Cancer America, if you don't know, our mission is to really help young people. And so everyone in this room is really, really important, and you all are really important to us too. And so we help improve the outcomes, we help improve the survival, we give them a better experience, we create musical programs like this, we go and build units in hospitals, and we bring people together. So that's what we do, is we bring people together, we show them that we care, and we really want to help each other and just be together and support each other. So that's the most important thing that we do at Teen Cancer America. So we go into a local hospital, we build a space for them, we provide services, we work with the best medical staff across America, and we create musical programs, health and wellness. And so we have lots of goals today, but the most important goal is really to raise our profile and to raise some money, and really for everyone to have a fun day. So have a fun day with us, listen to some music. And this is one of our great friends and advocates and supporters. Hernan, do you want to say something quick?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'll just come off the top of my head, but there are teenagers all around us that are going through this every day, and so it's not just something that you might hear about one-off here or whatever. It's the hidden thing that's happening to us all around us. And so there's so much to fix about what happens to a teenager when they get diagnosed with cancer. And that's what we do right here. And if you guys can help us do it, like someday, nobody's going to fall through the cracks in this country.
And that's it. That's what we're working for. So thank you all. And we're going to go today, and if we reach 50,000, we have our executive director who said he'll jump into the Pacific Ocean, which is pretty cold this time of year, even in California. And then if it's 75,000, everyone in this room will jump in with us. Yeah. And then if it's 100,000, our board chair, the fantastic Rebecca Rothstein, will jump in her swimming pool in Malibu. I think that's what she's saying. But we'll all go too, but that's okay.
I'll join
Nevertheless. Well, we just want to thank you all for your support so much, and we want to thank everyone in this room and across America and across the U.S. and all the way to Australia, and just thank everyone. Have a great day.
It's my turn. I'm Henley Mattis. Am I speaking there? Can I speak there? All right, I'll speak there. And I am the co-creator of this program called Play It Back Songs, which is with Teen Cancer America.
Play it back rules!
Woo! Yeah! So we have a studio here, and we get together, we write songs, we produce songs, we talk shop, we meet cool people, and now I'm going to name drop, like Benny Blanco and Charlie Puth and Portugal the Man. Shout out to all you guys.
Yeah.
And who else? Who else am I forgetting?
Mike Posner.
Mike Posner, who helped start this program. Lil Dicky, who, well, you already from his name, you know about him. So anyway, so this is Play It Back. And so basically, people survivors come in, we talk about what kind of music they like, we think up songs, we do things that are in their wheelhouse, we do things out of their wheelhouse, we collaborate. The first song that you heard is a good example where we, because Teen Cancer America is the WHO's foundation, we thought, why don't we steal a Who song and we'll make our own song? So we basically just took some of the song, and then we put, in the recording it's a trap beat, but we put a trap beat to it, and a couple of guys wrote raps to it, and we tweaked the lyrics a little bit, and we have a new version of the song, which we personally told Roger that he can sue us if he wants, which we welcome it. So anyway, so that's just one example, but we write original songs, and we have a really good time doing it, and this is like our home, away from home, where we do it. So welcome to the studio of No Name. And so I think, am I good? What's next?
Yeah, Brian's up.
Brian's up.
Sunrise.
Woo! All right, let's see.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Dad. See your eyes at the sunrise, hearts beat together like a drum line. Check on my watch, we still have time. Dead in my tracks like a stop sign. I wanna see your eyes at the sunrise, hearts beat together like a drum line. Check on my watch, we still have time. Dead in my tracks like a stop sign. You're here, not here. Show up, I'm there. We dance, no fear. They stare, don't care. Girl, we're moving like the flu, getting down like the blues, twirl around like a spoon. You know how we do. I I wanna see her rise at the sunrise. Hearts beat together like a drum line. Check on my watch, we still have time. Dead in my tracks like a stop sign. I wanna see her rise at the sunrise. Hearts beat together like a drum line. Check on my watch, we still have time. Dead in my tracks like a stop sign. In love, kiss you, you're gone, miss you. Your shoes, my shoes, we have issues. Sort them out like a mess, all sad like the press. You live in my chest, sincerely your best. I wanna see you rise at the sunrise. Hearts beat together like a drum line. Check on my watch, we still have time. Dead in my tracks like a stop sign. I wanna see you rise at the sunrise. Hearts beat together like a drum line. Check on my watch, we still have time. Dead in my tracks like a stop sign. She loves me, she loves me not. She loves me, she loves me not. She loves me, she loves me not. She loves me. I wanna see her rise at the sunrise. Hearts beat together like a drum line. Check on my watch, we still have time. Dead in my tracks like a stop sign. I wanna see her rise at the sunrise. Hearts beat together like a drum line. Check on my watch, we still have time. Dead in my tracks like a stop sign.
So next, Sean Jacobs, an amazing singer-songwriter in South Africa. Which mic do you want to use? You choose. Let's see. Doesn't matter. He sounds good in any microphone. All right.
Should I get a jack?
Yes. Oh, hello. Where is this going? Oh, there you go. Oops, that was my bad. Oh, yeah.
Well, thanks for having me be part of this.
Woo!
I got a message last night from Ken Lee at I don't know what time, but I'm here.
Come on down. Tell us about your experience with this.
It's been amazing for me. Ken Lee brought me in to sing a song with Sierra, who you're going to see in a minute. And, he's told me about this project he's going with, Play It Back in Teen Cancer, and he brought me in and played me a few of the songs, and I was just amazed. It really just, first of all, I couldn't believe how good they were, and second of all, just hearing people's stories, it's just amazing, and hearing how music gives people a way to tell their story is just, in a way that words can't. It's a very special thing that you got going here, so I'm glad to be included in it. Thank you. So this is a song, I want to play it because it's my 9-year anniversary today. And this is a song I wrote for my wife before we were even together. So. Will you remember me when your heart sails distant seas? Though we're through different doors, my heart will remember yours. And you'll be the one I love, the one I'm thinking of. Don't say it's end is reached, my heart is in your key. And I will be yours if we get a start. This fickle heart stayed on your mark.
Lost though it seems, who knows what might be if we stay you'll be the one I love. Come drought, come rain, come flood, mountain and valley through, I will remember you. 'Cause I will be yours if we gotta start this fickle heart. Stay on your mark. Lost though it seems, who knows what might be. Now we stay here. Oh, we stay here. We stay here.
All right.
All right. Go for it.
Hi everybody, welcome to our live stream. If you haven't joined us yet and you don't know what we are, this is Play It Back with, or Give It Back with Play It Back for Teen Cancer America. We are an organization that is really trying to help build spaces and programs in hospitals for patients who are teens and young adults that have been diagnosed with cancer. I was diagnosed with when I was 19, and we have a whole group of people here today that were also diagnosed when they were teens and young adults. We want to give a huge shout out and thank you to Trader Joe's, Pitfire Pizza, Blue Star Donuts and Coffee, Balloon Celebrations. All of them have donated to this event today to make this a great success for everybody here in LA who is able to make it out. If you would like to donate, please click our link in the Instagram bio or go to teencanceramerica.org and click that donate button in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. We really appreciate it. It means a ton to all of us here and to people who will be diagnosed in the future. For this event, we're going to have kind of a discussion with some of these young people who also happen to have gotten cancer, myself included. And it's going to be great to hear from them, to hear a little bit about their experiences, and get to know a little bit from their perspective about what it is that it is like to be in this age range and have cancer. It's not an easy thing. So I'd love to open it up to anybody that would like to talk about kind of what your experience was like, what you went through. I know for me, I have my own experience, but I'd love to hear from some of you as well. If anybody has, I mean, I know for me, I can go first. We'll swing over this way. So I'm just gonna sneak in here. Am I there? I'm there. I know for me, I know when I was diagnosed, I was a freshman in college. I didn't finish my freshman year of college, and I did 11 months of chemo, 6 weeks of radiation. I was in the hospital for about a week at a time every other week, and so I could not go to school while I was in treatment. And while my friends were awesome and they came to visit me, even just coming back to school afterwards, I didn't know anybody in any of my classes. And my friends had a year of kind of like inside jokes and new friends that I wasn't really a part of, and they were great. I mean, my friends are awesome. Huge shout out to my friends, but I still felt like an outsider a lot of times. And I mean, that's just a little bit about kind of what it was like for me. Anybody else? Anything they want to say?
Well, I mean, I started working with Kenley right after my recovery. I mean, after my treatment, I was going through a lot, and then I was able to work on music and stay positive because it was a really difficult time for me. Currently, it's been 2 years that I've been in remission now.
Yeah.
So it's an exciting time, you know, to be able to continue work on my music and see how much I progressed through all these months. And yeah, I'm really happy that I had a chance to work with this organization and with Kenley and then just express myself through music.
Like you said, you missed out on your college experience and most your high school too. Just college. For me, it was kind of similar to that. I missed most of my high school years, so my social group was weird. I wasn't up to the standards of my friends who were going to school every day and like hanging out, going to parties. Instead, for me, it was chemotherapy or night at the hospital, you know? So being a part of this group just makes me feel like I'm not the only one who had that experience, you know? And hearing what you just said really overwhelms me and makes me... I'm in the right place right now, I know. And Teen Cancer America is the right place for me. And I hope anyone who is going through our situations with cancer can find this place, you know? Because it's truly been a blessing.
I agree completely.
Thank you.
Thanks,
guys.
guys.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So let's bring Sierra to the stage.
Go Sierra.
So I kind of want to tell the story of the song. Can I tell the story of the song? So Sierra and I had written a couple of songs before this, and we had spent I was really happy with the songs that we wrote. And then I was like, oh, we should perform this song. You know, we did an event in May, and so we should perform this. And she said, yeah, no, I don't like that song anymore. So I said, okay, so let's do another song. And we were talking, and I said, where do you like to go? And you said, the beach, right? So I said, we live a mile from the beach for us. So we went to the beach, and we sat on the beach, and we wrote this song. So there is a line in the song about waves. Other than that, you would never know it was from the beach, on the beach. And then I played Sierra, Sean's record that was just out with Bruno Martini. You can go watch that, which was an amazing song. And she heard it. She heard a bunch of songs by Sean. And I said, would you want someone to like help us with the song? She said, I want Sean to. And I was like, all right, we'll ask. And Sean was like, sure. And now we've been doing this. We did this song. So here we go. It's called Never Come Back. So.
I'm not here, even though I'm here. When we get together, it feels like I disappeared. It's okay, it's just another day. They all blend together, think it's time to get away. Wherever I go, I don't know who I am anymore. But when I'm with you, I always go where I want to go. So let's go and never come back. Let's see where the streets take us. What you think of that? Let's go and never come back. Let's see what our lives make us. What you think and never come back.
Let's go.
Let's go and never come back.
Let's go.
And never come back. Never come back. Never come back. So never come back. Never come back. Never come back. Never come back. So let's go and never come. Let's go and never come back. Oh, never come back. Oh, never come back. Let's go and never come. Let's go and never come back.
That's good. I think you're next.
Am I next?
That was amazing. Yeah,
That
Sean's
was
next.
so
Sean's gonna
awesome.
do another song. I'll give you a cable.
Okay. What should I do?
You should do.
Should I do what?
Yeah. This is a song called. Yeah, that's what you do.
Called Don't Worry. I
Can I
guess.
introduce it?
Or
do
Worry.
it. Or worry. Yeah. It's called Worry.
Yeah.
So it's saying
Oh,
don't
right, saying
worry.
don't worry. It's
Don't worry.
sneaky
Worry.
like that.
Don't worry. Worrying doesn't do any good.
What's the key of the song?
It's your song.
I don't know what.
This is what happens with songs. You write so many songs, you forget what your songs, like what songs you have. Yeah, that's it.
Alright. It's gonna be alright. There'll be sun in the sky. It's gonna be alright. Even if it's hidden from sight. Stay through to the end. Hope we'll be your best friend. It's gonna be alright. Just don't worry, I said. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry no more. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry no more. I know we will find shelter in the thunderstorms. But don't worry no more. Da 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 da. Don't worry no more. Da 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 da. It's gonna be alright. I know seasons will change. It's gonna be alright. Even when it's hard to stay. Stay through to the end. Hope we'll be our best friend. No one. Oh, don't worry, I said. So don't worry, don't worry, don't worry no more. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry no more. I know we will find shelter in the thunderstorms. So don't worry, don't worry, don't worry no more. Da 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 da. Don't worry no more. I said. Times are changing, so I'm telling you. Times are changing, so don't worry no more. Times are changing, so I'm telling you. Times are changing, so don't worry, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry no more. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry no more. I know we will find shelter in the thunderstorms. So don't worry, don't worry, don't worry no more. Da-da-da-da-da. 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 No more, no more. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. So don't worry no more. having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming. So cool.
Yeah, let's go.
And thanks for joining us, everybody. Are there people from Australia in the room here? Let's see.
Yeah, Mike.
I want someone to like comment. Are there any comments that we could read? Because we can't see any of the comments. So,
Not
all right.
yet.
So
Beautiful voice is one of the comments. Thanks, TCA, you rock. Sierra, you are so special. Thank you for sharing your incredible voice.
Hi, AY Cancer is watching.
Cool.
Awesome.
Awesome.
That's
Hello.
awesome.
Thanks for
Thunder
the
Mountain.
Cancer,
Woo!
hello. All right. Nice.
See?
We should be reading them out,
We should be
right?
reading some out.
Yeah.
I just read them all
Thank you.
out.
Okay.
Moving on.
Hi, I'm Kara. Woo, that's loud.
I
wanted everyone to know.
Yeah. Go. You can talk. It's not as loud.
Thank you so much for joining this live stream. We are so excited to have your support and to share more about what we're doing. Teen Cancer America is dedicated to improving the experience, the outcomes, the survival for teens and young adults that are diagnosed with cancer. We know that over 70,000 teens and young adults are diagnosed with cancer every year, and that's a huge number, and that's a huge issue. And so we are dedicated to building comprehensive programs. We partner with hospitals all across the country to make sure that teens and young adults that are receiving treatment and experiencing cancer in their hospital are getting age-appropriate care. They're either in a pediatric hospital, they're in an adult hospital, and we need to make sure that they're getting the right type of treatment, the psychosocial support that they need, and that programs like this can be created for them. Like you heard earlier, they get to meet other people that have walked this journey before, and it's so important that teens and young adults know that they're not alone. And so our mission is to really create these comprehensive programs, work with hospitals to meet the needs of these young people. And so we're so excited for you to learn more about our music program today and hear from all these talented musicians. We're really proud of them, but none of that is possible without your support. So today we're going to reach $100,000 with all of your help. It's our big goal. So please click the link in our bio and donate as much as you're able to. We appreciate all your support. And if we reach our goal of $50,000, then our executive director, Simon Davies, will be jumping into the ocean, which we can't wait to see, so make it happen. And then if we reach $75,000, our whole Teen Cancer America team is going to join him. And then if we hit $100,000, which I know we can with your support, our board chair, Rebecca Rothstein, will be jumping in her beautiful pool, and hopefully we can join her there too. So, thank you for all your help. Keep sharing and sharing our message of how important this is to support the young people in the U.S. So enjoy the rest of the show. Yay!
Oh, I think so.
Right. Yeah. You just said hi, I'm Wyatt.
Nathan, you, me, baby. All right, we got Nathan Newman up next, right next to me.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Back to normal, back to life. Got the fire, got to fight back. I'm back. I'm back to normal, back to life. Got the fire, got to fight. Kept telling myself the same old shit. Felt like I didn't deserve this life. Questioning what is real. Up all night, screaming help, but no one could hear. Then I saw it clear. I guess God used to like kicking me down. Felt like I lived 100 years. I'm ready to hear the fight, ready to sing high.
By the way, this is the first time I've ever done this live.
Yeah.
So we're getting out the things.
It's great. It's live.
Back to normal, back to life, got the fire, got the fight. I was stuck thinking this was it. Kept telling myself the same old shit. Felt like I didn't deserve this life. Questioning what is real. Up all night, thinking what I'm doing here. Screaming help, but no one could hear. Then I saw it clear. I guess God used to like kicking me down. Felt like I lived 100 years. I'm ready to start my life, ready to pay the price. I think I see the light. I think I see the light. The light is bright. I'm back. I'm back. back to life. Got the fire, got the fight. I was stuck thinking this was it. Kept telling myself the same old shit. Felt like I didn't deserve this life. Questioning what is real. Up all night, thinking what I'm doing here. Screaming help, but no one could hear. But then I saw it clear. I guess I got used to life kicking me down. Felt like I lived 100 years. Ready to start my life, ready to pay the price. I'm finally back.
Yeah.
Woo! Woo! Man, I thought I was down. I wasn't sticking around. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Back to normal, back to life. Got the fire, got the mic. Thought I was down, you thought I wasn't sticking around. And the negativity, you know it's took its toll on me. Cause I'm gonna try this world, I'm gonna get the girl, I'm gonna buy the Lambo. I know it don't make me a man, but there's something that I learned, you know, it's just the truth that hurts. Are you really that concerned? Cause you got your life, we got our strife. No, I don't really have to be so nice, just be real to me. Take that liberty, use your honesty, and build a bond. Cause you know I'm free and I'm back. Woo! Yeah. I'm back. I'm back. Back to normal, back to life. Got the fire, got the fire back. I can be small, I can be big, but one thing I know is that I'm about to live. I can be small, I can be big, but one thing I know is that I'm about to live. I'm about to live. I'm about to live. 'Cause I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Back to normal, back to life. Got the fire, got to fight back.
Fans are commenting.
No way! I got fans up on
You got fans!
I mean, what are our comments?
Mary Jane says, love you, Nate.
Oh, Mary, that's my grandma!
Number one fan!
Maureen says Nate. Steve Ben says, awesome.
Who?
Steve Bent said, beautiful sound.
Tell Steve Ben I say thank you.
Oh.
I can tell. Thank you, Steve Ben. I forgot.
Tell him.
It's amazing. You're the man, Steve.
Maureen McLaughlin says,
That's my aunt.
woo! They're supporting you.
Where's the Lambo?
Where's the Lambo? Hey, Maureen, you gonna give me that Lambo?
Alright, this is called My Friends.
Yep, we made this. This is my friend right here. Yeah, 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 yeah. Who are my friends? Yeah, 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 yeah. Where are my friends? Yeah, 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 yeah. Who are my friends? Yeah, 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 yeah. Who are my friends? I could see it in your eyes, so don't tell me another lie. All it leads to is my demise, my demise. You can try, but you'll never know. I can smile, you can smile, but I'll never show. I don't feel sorry for you, so don't feel sorry for me. I can't get it out of my head. It's like I'm hanging by a goddamn thread. You said you love me, but it ain't real. You're just looking for a good deed so you can feel good about yourself. Yeah, 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 yeah. Who are my friends? Yeah, 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 yeah. Where are my friends? Yeah, 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 yeah. Who are my friends? Yeah, 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 yeah. Where are my friends? I see it in your eyes, so don't tell me another lie. All it needs to is my demise. Where were you when I was in bed sick? Where were you when I was in the thick? I was calling your name, but you never came. Kept me up all night, and it wasn't right. No, it wasn't right. I'm the same right. But you changed out another night. But I know where you went, 'cause you posted it again and again. My phone is buzzing and I see you, and all I ever asked was you to be you. You to be you. Are you my friend? Yeah. You're my friends. Yeah. Where are my friends? Yeah. Who are my friends? Yeah. Where are my friends? Yeah. Who are my friends? Yeah. Where are my friends? Yeah. Who are my friends? Yeah. Where are my friends? Love you guys. Everybody, if you're just tuning in to the live stream, this is Give It Back by Play It Back, a live stream with Teen Cancer America for Giving Tuesday, and our lovely Play It Back program with Kenley and all of the other lovely performers that you've seen today. That was Nathan, and we're going to kind of continue a discussion that we've had. As you can kind of hear from the discussion we had previously and a little bit from Nathan's song as well, there's a big gap in our care for teens and young adults that have cancer. They're either treated in pediatric facilities or in adult facilities, and they don't have the adequate or age-appropriate care and support, and it can be very isolating for people in our age group. We're looking for connections, we're looking for our friends, but oftentimes teens and young adults get treated next to babies or next to old people, and that's not really what we're looking for, as much as I hate to break it to you.
Old people, yeah!
Old people! And babies, we also like babies. But again, it's not my choice in best friends. But with this isolating experience, there is a lot of support that we receive, and so I would love to turn it back to our lovely people in this room and just talk a little bit about things that maybe the hospital did, maybe your family or your friends did, that made you feel supported or less isolated, or just in some way made you feel a little bit better about things. I don't know if people have experiences that they want to share. I know for me, when I was diagnosed, my parents kind of took up the helm for the finances, because it's expensive to be in treatment, and kind of the medical pieces. And my sister came to me one day, she was like, Alec, like, I can't do the medical side of things. I don't know it. I'm 16 or so, and I can't do the finances. I'm not qualified for any of this. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, just give me like a little task. Give me one thing that I can do. I was like, Katya, like, you're gonna be in charge of snacks. Whenever I'm feeling up to eating, and I'm like, damn, I could really use some salt and vinegar Pringles right now, or like a cup ramen. Like, I need you to be the person who can go out and get me that. And so that was just like a little thing that my sister was always on it for snacks. She knew she had one task that she needed to accomplish, and she did a great job about it. I mean, she was there to talk and stuff when I needed, but a lot of times it's hard, like, I know, for me to reach out when I need things. And so to have her just be like, hey, you need a snack, was like a really easy question she could ask to help me feel like, yeah, like, that's the same thing as asking for help, but in a different way. I don't know. That was something that she did that I felt really appreciative for and felt really supported by.
On my 16th birthday, I actually spent it in the hospital, at Children's Hospital. And I was alone. I was in a bad mood, depressed, and my friends decided to surprise me. So I walked down to the cafeteria to eat that night, and they were all in the cafeteria with a big cake and balloons, and that just totally changed my mindset. Like, I can be in the hospital, but I still got people that can come visit me. I can still enjoy my birthday in the hospital, you know?
That's right.
Yeah.
And that just was a huge thing for me, to have that support and just to know that people were there, you know?
Yeah.
That's the number one thing.
That makes a lot of sense to me. Does anybody else have anything they
want to talk about? No? That's very much okay. These things are a lot of times very hard to talk about, or usually like things you don't necessarily know you want to say, but we recognize that this is a time and a space that we can change things, and with your help, you can help change things as well. I do kind of want to continue the conversation a little bit into, these are things that our friends did that helped us, but what about the hospital and things maybe they could have done better? I know just like a little thing, and there's a ton of big things that they could have helped with. For a little thing for me, my hospital I was treated at did not have a nausea-friendly menu. I could not order plain pasta or plain rice. I remember that the only, I was feeling up to just plain pasta one day, and the only pasta that was on the menu was this white sauce and goat cheese with a balsamic glaze and sun-dried tomatoes, which I'm sure was delicious and gourmet and good on the hospital for that. But damn, when I'm in chemo, I could not smell that, much less put it down. And while I'm sure it's delicious, I don't necessarily want to try it twice, once coming down and once coming back out. So I think a nausea-friendly menu is something that I would have been very interested in. Just a small detail that I think would have made my experience better. I'm not sure if any of you have noticed any gaps in your care or anything that you really wish that the hospital had provided, whether that's medically or psychosocially, just as an experience, things you wish you'd had.
I guess being treated at Children's Hospital, I wish there was more of a team provided, what Teen Cancer America provides. It took me a while to find something like that. And being treated at Children's Hospital, you get treated like a kid. And it's pretty much just the doctors and your parents. And it's just very different. So as I grew older, I'm 20 now. I was diagnosed when I was 12. And I'm still at Children's Hospital. And it's such a... I've noticed as I've grown older how diverse it is between little baby kids who can't really relate to anyone, who are just doing their own thing, and the diversity of the age groups, and there's it's very isolating at Children's Hospital. Yeah. In that sense.
Totally, the needs that
Yeah.
someone who's trying to make friends, teens,
Right.
young adults,
Right.
adolescents need is just totally different than.
Totally different. I don't blame them, but it's just.
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally. Anything?
Well, it's one thing to feel kind of afraid for your life at that point, when you're a teenager and you should be out having fun. And it's another thing to have to go through it completely alone and feel completely lost. Like when your friends don't look at you the same and your family doesn't look at you the same, everything, you're completely thrown out of flux with what you believe should be your normal life, right? And then to go through treatment, come out the other side, and try to go back to real life, you'll never get back in sync, unless you find other people that have gone through it too. And that's like the normalizing event in your life. You find community, and that's what, that's why it's so important that teenagers can meet each other in this situation, or when you're going through it, because there are so many years of life past being a teenager that if you don't support it there, you're losing it all down the line, right? At least that's what it felt like for me. It took me a decade after treatment to actually meet somebody and then process and then figure out, okay, well, what do I need to do to move on and just become a regular person? Right?
It's a lot to manage.
Yeah, it is a lot to manage. And so, but there's a shortcut. There's a way to fix that, and it's easy. It's just get teenagers together through this and help them get through it and on to new things. Yeah. Right?
Yeah, I was treated in a adolescent, young adult program. I was super lucky in that way. I had a specialized room, specialized team, specialized space, and I was treated with other teenagers, and I can tell you it was huge. I remember sitting in a room called the Teen Lounge, which was a space that wasn't for
a hospital room. It was just like a couch and a bed, and they had games. And I sat there with a couple other patients, and we watched the World Cup because it was on when I was diagnosed. And we used to just sit there, and doctors would come in with their jerseys and unbutton their lab coats and watch the game, and then button their lab coats up and do their rounds the way they're supposed to. But I just remember having this like experience where me and this other guy sat in the teen lounge, and we just watched the games for like 4 to 6 hours in a row, and just like got to have that experience.
And that's a beautiful experience because you had that on a Teen Cancer America ward. Think of all the medical centers around the world, or around just America, where that just doesn't exist, and you're stuck. You're stuck.
No, absolutely.
Alone.
Well,
Right.
thank
We
you
can fix
so
it.
much for sharing, and we can fix it with your help.
How many years have you been cancer-free?
I'm over 20 years cancer
So
free.
that's really exciting.
That's longer than you guys have been alive. But you see, this is a problem that's been going on that long, because I was that 15-year-old going through it 20 years ago. How many people are just falling through the cracks every week, right? Since then, and continuing on that. So like, fix it. Let's fix it.
Let's fix it.
Let's fix it.
Fix it.
Let's fix it.
Okay.
All right, and then up next, where are we at? We have everyone's doing Gion's song. Yeah, that's a good one.
All right, so everyone, I guess come on up, right? So we have the lyrics, which we're printing out right next to Allie. So I don't. So and Victoria's. Do you know this one? All right. Okay. So I'm gonna pass these out. They're two-sided because So I'm gonna tell the story of this song. So this song was written by a good friend of mine, a great friend of mine, and the very first official Play It Back artist named Gian Mehta, who I met a few years ago, and he passed away last year. But in the time that since I met him, he wasn't doing much music, and we met and we talked and we recorded, and in the year that after I met him, excuse me, he wrote about 30 songs, and this was one of them. And he was an amazing dude and an incredibly talented person. And this song is probably my favorite song that he wrote. But it's called Dangerous Love, we're calling it.
Dangerous love, I feel you call my name from above. No push, no shove. Take your feeling till you get enough. Yeah. Close your eyes, we can just pretend. Yeah, I'm in a dream that will never end. Love is waiting for you, so come on. It's all up to you, so come on. You know what to do, so come on. You know what to do. It's never too late. There's always a time and a place. Warm hands, cold feet. Every time my heart skips a beat. Yeah. Close your eyes, we can just pretend. Yeah, I'm in a dream that will never end. Love is waiting for
come on. It's all up to you, so come on. You know what to do, so come on. You know what to do. I know there must be something wrong, 'cause you don't come round here no more. What can we do to make it right? Drink from the cup of the divine. Love is waiting for you, so come on. It's all up to you, so come on. You know what to do, so come on. You know what to do. I said love is waiting for you, so come on. It's all up to you, so come on. You know what to do, so come on. You know what to do again. Love is waiting for you, so come on. It's all up to you, so come on. You know what to do, so come on. Come on. You know what to do. I said love is waiting for you, so come on. Come on. It's all up to you, so come on. Come on. You know what to do, so come on. You know what to do. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Bonnie and Jim and Jessica, Dion's family.
Yeah, thank you, Gian.
Hi everyone, I'm
Yeah.
Victoria Summer. I'm a proud ambassador of Teen Cancer America for the last few years. So happy to be here, and I just want to say thank you for being so brave and sharing your stories through music. It really, it makes such a difference and inspires so many people, and I'm really happy to hear this today, that this is what you're doing, and the fact that obviously you have people out there, who see how hard you've worked and how amazing you are, and please inspire that for you to donate, because we need money. We have to make a difference. So from what I understand, there is a link in the bio on the Teen Cancer America page. So please click the link, press the donate button, and basically I definitely want to see Rebecca Rothstein jump in her pool. Happy to do the same if we get to the 100K, right? So please support, and I'm very excited to be here, and big love.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Victoria. Hi, everybody out there. So you've heard some of our songs today, but don't worry, we're just about halfway through. So we've got a few more amazing performances coming up still. But please, if you're inspired by what we're doing and what we're talking about, please go on and donate, because with that money, what we're doing is actually building programs and services and facilities in these hospitals where the young people are being treated.
Arts, so.
Hi, again, if you're joining us, this is the live stream. Thanks so much. Keep it up. We will get... Oh my gosh, there's a water bottle there. We will get there. I know it. And I'm hitting everything. But just to kind of continue our conversation, we're here with an amazing group of people who were diagnosed when they were adolescents or young adults with cancer. And we've kind of been talking a little bit about the ways that we felt in treatment, our experiences in treatment, and things we appreciated about the people around us. And so I kind of want to throw the question onto ourselves a little bit. It's kind of an unusual question, but I'd love to know from any of you if you had advice for yourself at the start of treatment, knowing what you know now.
you know, was kind of in that space where I was like, oh, like my family's also going through a hard time, so I kind of let them get away with a lot. That I think me now would be like, team, I need a little bit more space for me. It took me like 4 months before I was like, Mom, I can sleep in the room alone. I am a 20-year-old adult, and I can sleep in the room alone. I think I would have told myself, like, ask for that, and also eat more cup ramen. It's very good. It's very good.
That's right.
Bad for me maybe, but I could get it down, and it was so tasty. It was so tasty. So I don't know if any of you have advice for yourself that you would love to have received, like to tell yourself, you know what, that's okay. You can do that.
Catch me up. What do you want?
Advice you would give to yourself in the beginning of treatment.
Advice you would give to yourself. That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Try to keep doing what you love. Try to, you know what I mean? Because it's easy to feel like you've been replaced by this thing, cancer, and sure, your day is going to be full with drip and procedures and Lord knows what, but if you, like, in the cracks hang on to the thing you love, whether that be Metallica or Marvel movies, you hang on to that, and that's what gives it all glue, and that's what gets you through at the end.
Oh, absolutely. I always like to say, like, especially when you're in treatment, like, you can't differentiate between wants and needs, because if you put, like, the things that you want in the face of cancer, it all feels like minimal. I don't know if you had that experience, but there are like things where I was like, you know what, I can deal with that. I'm also dealing with cancer, but I think it's very important, like, looking back and be like, no, like, I need to be able to voice the things that I want, and that I, like, don't differentiate between that want and that need, and that's really important for, like, my own mental headspace on this.
Well, self-advocacy is huge, and, like, what you don't realize is that so much of this is in your power, and in you must take control of it, and if you don't take control of it, then your control is taken away from you, right? Oh, by the situation in general. So it's just affirm yourself and what you want every single moment to everybody, and there's no, you know, and then nothing goes wrong, essentially. That's the other really important thing.
You gotta take care of yourself.
Anything else?
I have 3.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hi. Okay. So I was diagnosed when I was 12. So I was just trying to think, like, what advice I would give myself as a child. It's a little bit different than being like 20 or something, right? I think I would have told myself that it was, like, okay to cry. Even though, like, a 12-year-old is like a child, I'm just always someone who just wants to put on that front that, like, everything's okay and you want to, like, take care of your family. And I had, like, older siblings who were in college, and I was just like, yeah, I'm fine, like, everything's good. But I think in the long run that, like, I've had to work through it so much more now because I wasn't actually present for the feelings that I had at the moment. And my second advice I would give to myself is go outside more. Even though you're in the hospital, like, fresh air, vitamin D, just, like, hearing nature, like, seeing nature.
If they'll let you.
Yeah, if they'll let you. I'm pretty sure my mom snuck me outside many times. There's that one. And then, I can't remember my third one that I didn't do but would be advice. I wish I had kept a journal. I wish I wrote about a journal. I think it would be so...
I wish I'd taken pictures.
I
didn't
like
want to be
3
seen.
terrible pictures.
Yeah, and I have one photo from the entire 2 years.
Yeah, I wish I had, like, I saw someone actually who, like, documented, like, a photo of themselves every day. But yeah, just so that I can look back on it to kind of reflect.
I had this little red book, and I didn't write in it, but everybody in the hospital that helped me in some way, whether it was, like, the maintenance guy who took the trash out in my room to, like, the surgeons or radiation oncologists that kind of, like, talked about my case, I had everybody sign it. And so I have a log of, and it actually ended up taking 2 books of everybody in the hospital throughout my 11 months that helped me out in some way. So it's not the same thing as keeping a journal because it wasn't kind of my experience, but it was this really cool experience where at the end I got to look through, because, you know, with the drugs and especially at the start, it's such a whirlwind that I forgot a lot of the beginning, especially. It was really cool to look back and read these little messages from people that I met once or people that I saw for the whole time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's good to have markers of this kind of life-changing experience. Otherwise, it's just gonna pass real quick. You know, over the years, the way you look at that, at treatment, at the treatment years of your life, is gonna change. And so, just having documents of it just keeps reinforming your growth. You know, moving on. So, yeah, that's important.
And also, lastly, you know, I'm on a roll. Someone made me a sign for my room. So wherever they had the little clear plastic thing, so you could add a picture of me and things that I liked, and it had Kate's room or whatever. But it just made it feel like I could keep some identity of myself, or make it personalized, where it just didn't feel so sterile or a hospital room. I had a blanket that I put over everything, or brought my own pillows, just to make it feel more comfortable and your space.
Yeah, totally. Well, thank you all so much for sharing. Thanks for hopping in, Kate.
Yeah.
I think we have, what's up next? Brian.
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 Hey Brian.
Hello.
I'm gonna do a mini interview before this song. So can we do a little preamble to the song? Sure. All right. So what's this song about, Brian? Because when you hear it at first, it's this is deep.
The song is about a lot of things. Okay, yeah, I'll talk about it.
Yeah.
The song's about a lot of things. More or less, it's very funny. It's as I was sitting there listening to everything, it's I have a very different experience with cancer. I don't know, this in particular, my way of dealing with things after the back end while going through it was substance abuse, and because some of those things became readily available to me due to my condition, right? So I had opiates and benzodiazepines at my disposal, and kind of took advantage of that and used it to get through it. Hey, heck, I might not have been able to get through without it in a weird way. I'm just grateful that I'm still here, and yeah, I don't know. I think the song speaks for itself, so I don't want to talk anymore. The screams, no amount of anything got me through the pain. You see, morphine was time released, Oxycontin for the knees, Xanax for anxiety, hit that all with CBD, got hooked to the THC, monthly rolls of ecstasy, eating mushrooms, LSD, blowing coke until I bleed, overdosing on Molly, hospital psychiatry, what is going on with me? Lost my heart, mind, and my soul. Lord knows I was so alone. I'm so alone, I'm going crazy. I lost my soul, the devil played me. So alone, don't feel a damn thing. My heart is cold, Lord save me. I'm so alone, I'm going crazy. I lost my soul, the devil played me. I'm so alone, don't feel a damn thing. My heart is cold, Lord save me. Was a season, another brain lesion, crippled by the steroid dose, high in church like the Pope, surgery stopped the growth, left side was weaker though, sticking out the elbow, hand doesn't keep a hold, and I'm walking real slow, mind couldn't see the hope, no healthy means to cope, couldn't find a reason, so started leaning on the dope, Lord knows I was so alone, I'm so alone, I'm going crazy, I lost my soul, the devil played me, I'm so alone, can't feel a damn thing. My heart is cold, Lord save me. I'm so alone. going crazy. I lost my soul, the devil played me. I'm so alone, don't feel a damn thing. My heart is cold, Lord save me. I'm not glorifying drugs, you better get that correct. I'm reliving what I'm writing like a butterfly effect. Overdose check, rehab check. Now I count the sober days that I collect. I'm so alone, I'm going crazy. I lost my soul, the devil played me. I'm so alone, don't feel a damn thing. My heart is cold, Lord save me. I'm so alone, I'm going crazy. I lost my soul, the devil played me. I'm so alone, don't feel a damn thing. My heart is cold, Lord save me. Lord save me. Lord save me. Lord save me.
So the next song is a piano song. So if we can have everyone.
All right, we have a piano song.
next
So
to
we're
it,
moving.
okay?
We're moving everything over. Let me look for a second. Where we're at. Are we doing Letty? Is Letty going? All right. Unrehearsed Letty. Woo! All right, let's do it.
Say hi to Avi.
All right, so you know what?
But are we doing piano?
Let's grab this microphone. Let's go over next to the piano and let's do it that way.
Do you want a stool, Letty?
Yeah.
Do you want the stool?
You don't even need it, Letty. You can just hold on to the mic and hold on to that. And you can just, yeah.
Guys,
use the
we're
stool.
live. We're
Yeah,
moving
let's
the
do it.
studio around.
Yeah.
We're moving to the
Well,
grand piano.
it's a jam session.
Okay, we just want to say hello to a few people who are on.
So a lot of some of these songs we wrote, you know, a while ago. So, you know.
Kelly, let's say a quick hi to some people.
I just want to give a quick shout out to Veronica Law. Thanks for watching. Avi, great to see you. Good to see you. Feel the love. We have Alyssa, Tiffany G. Heck yeah.
There we are.
Oh man, there's a whole bunch of
Check
people
down
who joined. What is this? Garcia. Avi again. We like Avi.
Hillary. Hey, Hillary.
Hi, Hillary.
Hillary's watching. Say hi, everyone.
Woo! Hi.
Oh, go Gauchos. Heck yeah. UCSB.
Say hi, Mom. Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom.
Hi.
All right. Are we ready? Everyone's ready? Oh, sorry. Thank you.
Yeah? All right. So everyone can see us, huh? It would be nice if we had if you guys come over here. Give us that Hugh Hefner vibe. That's totally the wrong reference. You know, like the like it's a '60s party.
Like we're all around the piano. Do you guys want to come around the piano? It's okay.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, we're not on. That's not on, is it? It's pretty low, right?
Yeah.
Let's turn it up more. So, someone see that big knob right there? Turn it up a bit. Letty, can you soften it a little more? Just don't get too close to those speakers, Letty, with that mic. Good. No, you're good where you are, but when you go back across.
Okay.
Can we hear you? Let's hear it.
Hi. Happy holidays, everybody.
I'll play quiet. Happy holidays! So this was a Christmas song originally.
But
And then we changed it. We changed it.
it was March, and we're still singing about Christmas, so we changed it a little bit.
So also, I've told this story before, but Hillary, who's watching online, has said, do some more introductions of everyone and their songs and stuff. So the introduction with Letty and I is that I went to talk about the Play It Back program, Teen Cancer America, and Play It Back program at UCLA last year in Westwood, a celebration of life. And Letty was in the audience, and she tracked me down on Facebook and said, I like to sing. And I thought that was so cool, because, and now, it's so cool. So I'm so glad I met you. So, and then we've written a bunch of songs together, but this was the first? Was this the first? Second. This was the second.
Song.
Yeah. And we haven't rehearsed this for today. Yay! This is our rehearsal.
Woke up, the bathroom floor is freezing. Here we go again, here we go again. Sun's out, but the sun can't can be deceiving. There's better times ahead, better times ahead. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. Just wanna go home to you and float away. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. Just wanna go home to you and float away. Lights up in the city, has that feeling. It makes me feel so good, makes me feel so good. Gets hard at the times I'm hardly dealing, but I made it through again. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. Now that it's Christmas time, let's celebrate. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. Now that it's Christmas time, let's celebrate. I love these moments when we don't have to be anywhere. I'm so grateful for this time. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. Now that it's Christmas time, let's celebrate. It's been a long day. Let's
No rehearsal. No rehearsal.
Wow, wow, wow!
Yeah.
So if you are just joining us on the live stream, this is Give It Back by Play It Back for Teen Cancer America. It's a lovely organization that seeks to kind of increase the treatment outcomes and the support received by teens and young adults who are diagnosed with cancer in America. And huge shout out to all of you who are watching and donating. As we said, 50,000, and our executive director, Simon Davies, is jumping into the ocean, I believe with his work clothes on. If that hasn't been mentioned yet. At 75,000, we're all going in our work clothes, and then at 100,000, Rebecca Rothstein, looking at you in your pool. Carol wants to come.
Yeah.
And we've been kind of having conversation with a lot of the people here who've had cancer. I haven't been a part of this amazing Play It Back program myself, but the stuff that Kenley and all of the people here and the people who aren't in the space right now have done is absolutely amazing, and I hope you can see that. I would love to just hear from you about the Play It Back program, what it's like to be a part of it, what you've gotten out of it, just in general. Is Play It Back good? Do we like Play It Back?
Is this thing any good anyway?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, is that a question that I should answer?
Oh, you're welcome to come hang
Well,
out
I
with
want
us.
yeah. Oh, you guys are talking over there.
Come
Okay.
hang out with us, Kenley.
Yeah, totally. I'm gonna come. I'm doing technical stuff, but then I'm gonna come.
So they can kick it off.
Yeah, kick
They
it
can
off.
go ahead and talk about Play It Back.
Talk about Play It Back.
Brian,
Say good things, guys.
you've
Good
got
things.
great
Only
things
good
to say.
Yeah, no, honest to God, like, this is the best thing that's happened to me post-cancer, right? Like, a lot of people don't talk about, I think at least, is like, it doesn't end, like, if you're lucky enough to survive and make it out on the other end, like, you still got a ton of stuff to deal with, right? Like, you got to unpack all the emotional and psychological things and spiritual things, right? Like, all those things, and I don't know, like, I'm musically inclined, and so are all my friends here, and I think this is just like the perfect way to do that, right? Like, it couldn't have happened any other way. Yeah, it's an amazing thing. You get to come in here and basically take all that stuff and I think someone said it earlier, just kind of like speak it in a way that it can't be spoken, right? Like, that's what music allows to happen. So, yeah.
Thank you. How about you, Sierra?
Why do you love Play It Back?
Yeah, I do actually. Well, I think I got sent here through Simon and Hillary when I went to the Magic Castle, but I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. But I'm really glad because I like to sing and I like to play piano. So when I met Kenley, it was just like my life kind of changed. So I was like really happy for it. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Letty, you sought this out.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm looking at you now.
Well, I mean, after my treatment, I was stuck at home and like I had to wait a few months before I could even go to work or even have like a normal life. So I was really like yearning to do something creative, and so then I went to the celebration of live at UCLA, and then I heard Kemi talk about the program. And I was like, I've got to get into this. I don't know, it's just a good opportunity for me to just stay busy, stay positive, and you know, just kind of let out what I was, you know, holding inside. And because you know, you do go through a lot, and you're like trying to find ways to just kind of like let that go and move on. So yeah, so Kemi kind of helped me with that, and you know, as we were writing songs, we also just talked about everything, and you know, I was very appreciative of that he was like able to just hear me out. You know, it was a space where I could just go and just talk, and so I think you know, I appreciate that. But you know, if it wasn't for this program, I wouldn't really have that opportunity. So I'm very, you know, I think it's a great program.
Yeah. Sierra actually introduced me to Kenley, so all thanks to her. But yeah, when she told me about this program that she went to once, she said she came here once, and remember? Yeah. And I came with her the next week, and she was telling me, oh, it's pretty cool, it's alright. Kenley's kind of cool, but... And then I met Kenley, and I sat in here, spent a couple hours here, and it was just, it's like I was here before. It's like this was meant to be our place, like, it's one of those places where you feel like home, kind of, you know? And I needed that. And thank you for giving me that, you know?
Come here, Kenley, come talk.
Thank you. Yeah, no, thank all of you. I mean, I had no idea, you know what I mean? It's one of those things that has a life of its own.
It's weird.
So it's beautiful. And also thanks to Simon and to Hillary for supporting it, you know? It's sort of been beyond our wildest imagination. The way that you guys get on and create together is incredible. That wasn't something that we predicted, and I think some of the best work that we've done has been all of us together, which has been awesome. And I also think like nurturing everyone's interest, but then also being like, oh, well, this is cool, and kind of figuring out, you know, music and personality, and it's just become a tribe, which has really been so healing for all of us. So, and yeah, and there's just like so many people also have supported, like Nikki. There's a studio in Silver Lake that is open to us too, and Apogee. We got to go to Apogee, and they're really into the program. So we have a lot of different people all over the place that are just want to get involved. There's a bunch of songwriters, including Benny Blanco, and we mentioned Portugal the Man, and all the other people that we mentioned. Yeah, there's just a ton of people. John Levine, who's a wonderful producer, played with us at Apogee. So just one of these things where like people keep coming and wanting to get involved and creating with us and making songs. And I just think it's because we have a great group of people with great intentions and a lot of love. You know.
Yeah, it's like a family. Yeah. So, are there any, like, I'm curious, because people are saying stuff up there, and what are some people saying?
Looks like,
Are there questions?
are there any questions anybody's got out there?
I think the main question is, are those Gucci sneakers? And I think the answer is yes. Yes, they are.
You gonna zoom in on that?
Yes, sir.
And Eddie Vedder, you cannot have them.
They're mine.
It's an inside joke. Yeah. So,
I mean, this goes to a great point. Like, there is a lot that's a struggle. We heard about some of it from cancer, but there's some of it that, you know, like, I'm not going to say it outweighs the cons, but there's some good moments in cancer and treatment. I remember, like, I had neuropathy, which is like a side effect where the nerves in your fingers and your toes can get all messed up. And so I wasn't, like, holding things well. And it was a Christmas dinner, and my mom had made pork chops. And so we were, like, shuttling things from the kitchen to the dining room. And so I was holding this tray of pork chops, and I started to, like, lose my grip. So I, like, squeezed my hands to keep hold of this and just spew pork chop and pork chop juice all over the stairs in my house. And my whole family was, like, watching. Like, we're all shuttling things. So everyone just, like, turns to see this happen. We just have this moment where we're just like, go, go, go. And we're just, like, laughing. And then we all cleaned it up very quickly before the dog could find out. So I think that, I mean, I haven't been a part of Play It Back, but I know there's a lot of moments. They're just like little moments. Any of you have those?
So we got a couple of questions.
Yeah, sure.
So let's see. Somebody asked, are these songs available to listen to anywhere?
No. They will be.
They will be.
They will be.
Okay.
This week.
iTunes or Spotify?
It's going to be everywhere.
Everywhere.
But first, it's going to be on the Teen Cancer America website. It's
Okay.
going to be exclusively, everyone's going to put out one song on the TCA website, and then from there, we're going to distribute internationally. Universally.
Somebody said, how did music affect your cancer experience? Although you might have already said that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How did music, anything that you listened to that got you helped out?
I listen to a lot of gangster rap.
Gangster rap.
How to get
Gangster
through
rap.
it.
Oh yeah, I listen to a lot of like, I know it's so like opposite, but like I was listening to a lot of cumbias and like Spanish music, and I would try to get up and, you know, try to move around, and that was my way of you know, staying positive. And just I listen to that.
I used to have the nurses all come to my room, and then I put on music, and then I would just guilt them into dancing. So it would just I would just have the nurses, and I would just have a little dance party. So I don't even remember like what we played. It could have been like, it could have been anything, but it was just about getting everybody here like dancing.
I wanted to, when you were talking about what you listened to, one of the songs that we wrote was, we're going to play it later, but was based on your motto.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Well, I think I heard one time one of my professors say something about she was gonna just keep doing something, and I just heard her say until the wheels fall off, and I just kept that in my head. I don't know why that stuck to me, and I was like, I really like that concept where you just keep going, even though, you know, you don't even know when things are gonna go wrong. You just keep going. And so we were talking about that, and so we kind of started writing this song, you know, inspired by Eddie Vedder, you know, like just the feeling of just, you know, just letting go and just letting just be you know, be trusting of the future and just letting go, basically.
Yeah.
So that's
ride it to the wheels fall off.
Yeah, so that was how we came up with that song.
Yeah.
And we'll hear that song.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just a little bit later.
Yeah. So, what do we got going on next?
Unless there's other questions.
Stevie. Yeah.
Stevie
Stevie Redstone.
Stevie in the heat.
Yeah. Should we do a mini sound check to make sure you can hear yourself?
Sure. Hey. One.
And who's Stevie?
Hey, Stevie.
What's up, Steve?
How you doing?
Hello, Internet land.
Yeah.
How you guys doing out there? Are we,
Yeah.
Caught in the in-between. So that's fine.
Yeah, alright, cool.
You can introduce yourself.
Okay, hi. So, my name's Stevie Redstone. I'm always honored to be a part of these events. And
as I am today. Thrilled to be here for many reasons, but not the least of which is that I hear if we raise enough money, Simon has to run into the ocean fully clothed. So I'm mostly here for that.
And your mom.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, I'm really honored to be here. I'm going to do a couple songs, right? And I think I'll do a tune called Surrender first. This song's called Surrender.
Caught in the in-between. This ain't the way that it's supposed to be. I can't give you everything if I'm caught in the in-between. Forget everything I know about leaving and letting go. Will I know how to take this road if I forget everything I know? I want to surrender to the feeling. I want to surrender to you. Snatch it hide. Oh, what I'm feeling. I'm ready to show it. Surrender to you. Falling just ain't like me. I stay high up where I can see. How do I let myself believe when falling just ain't like me? I wanna surrender to the feeling. I wanna surrender to you. Snatch it high. Oh, what I'm feeling. I'm ready to show it. Surrender to you. And show me, yeah, show me some mercy. Oh, and every little thing is gonna be alright. I said, show me, yeah, show me some mercy. Oh, and every little thing, everything gonna be alright. Oh, I wanna surrender to the feeling. I wanna surrender, surrender to you. Snatch it high. Oh, what I'm feeling. I'm ready to show it. Surrender to you.
Thank you. Alrighty. I guess I'll do a tune called That's the Day.
When the sky runs out of rain, and no more fighting on the news. When the kids don't hear the pain, and lies become the truth. When the sun comes up at night, and it stands beside the moon, that's the day that I won't be loving you. Reading people's minds is an easy thing to do. They don't
what you know they wanna do. Pain is what you want, and the love ain't hard to lose. That's the day that I won't be loving you. The light from what we have is never gonna fade. Nothing in this world is gonna keep me away. When the ocean is still and there's no more love to make, that's the day, honey, that's the day. 10,000 miles don't seem so far away. Dreams don't come with sleep. Tomorrow, yesterday. Everyone you met is no one that you knew. That's the day that I won't be loving you. The light from what we have is never gonna fade. And nothing in this world is gonna keep me away. When the ocean is still and there's no more love to make, that's the day, honey, that's the day. That's the day, honey, that's the day. That's the day, honey, that's the day.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
I'm up next.
Great, man. Awesome.
Thank you.
Sounds so good, man.
Stevie Redstone.
Yeah.
Thank you, Stevie.
Yeah.
Raise money, get Simon in the ocean.
Yeah.
For Simon.
Thank you so much. That was a beautiful performance by Stevie
Stevie.
Redstone.
Bye. Thanks, Stevie.
So I'm Lily. I work for Teen Cancer America, and as you know, what we do is we build spaces in hospitals for teens and young adults to improve their oncology care. We provide services and programs that impact and enhance the hospital experience for young people as best we possibly can. And we create music programs like the amazing Play It Back, health and wellness workshops, and also community building events. This is a really important issue. Teens and young adults are underrepresented in the oncology field, and we're just trying to meet a need that desperately needs to be met. 8 young people are diagnosed with cancer every hour, and it's been 30 years since specific adolescent and young adult cancer treatments have improved. More than 40,000 adolescents and young adults and their families have been supported since Teen Cancer America's inception, and that's why we're here today, and that's why we need donations. That's why this Giving Tuesday is so important, that it's a success. $20 million have been raised for TCA since it began, thanks to amazing campaigns like Giving Tuesday, and we're hoping to raise that number as best we can this year. There are 32 hospital programs and facilities nationwide with Teen Cancer America so far, and we are growing every year. And there are also 65 hospitals on Teen Cancer America's waitlist, so we need funding, we need your donations, we need your support, we need you to like, share, comment, etc., so that we can get to those hospitals on that wait list and add some more hospitals to our list of partners. So today, if we reach 50,000, which we're not to quite yet, our wonderful executive director, Simon Davies, will run into the Pacific Ocean fully clothed. Woo! We're really looking forward to that. If we raise 75,000, the Teen Cancer America team will follow Simon into the ocean. Not looking forward to that, but I'll do it. If we reach 75,000. And of course, if we reach 100,000, our wonderful board chair, Rebecca Rothstein, will jump into her pool fully clothed. And so will Kara. Kara, I believe it. If you believe it, if you dream it, you can do it, honey. You So also we just want to thank our partners, Trader Joe's for donating to the event today. We want to thank Pitfire Pizza, wonderful Pitfire Pizza. Thank you so much. We love you. And also, of course, last but certainly not least, Blue Star Donuts. Thank you, Blue Star Donuts, for your support. Thank you to our partners, sponsors. Thank you to everyone watching.
Yeah.
Balloon Celebrations is another wonderful sponsor that we love and support. Thank you.
All right, this is my turn. I think it's my turn.
Yep.
It's me.
Okay.
Yeah, turn it down a little bit more. Nice. All right, I'm looking at everybody down here. This one's easy. It's a softball. I just want to know, just like let everybody know your name and kind of what you've been up to. What you've been up to lately. I'm Alec. I just got a job at Teen Cancer America. I'm very grateful for them. And I've been really getting back into ultimate frisbee after treatment, and that's been really fun for me. That's it.
My name is Letty. I started working again, so I kind of have like normal life again. So little steps, you know. I found a really cool job with American Greens, so it's very chill, flexible. So yeah, and then I started my class because I was one class away from getting my bachelor's when I got sick, and so I'm starting. I'm actually finishing next week. I have finals. And I finally get the bachelor's.
You're here when you have finals next week.
Yeah, so I'm really happy I got to complete that. So I've been working on that.
I'm Sierra. Don't have a job. I go to school. I just submitted my application for transfer. So hopefully I'll go to CSUN next fall.
That's right.
That's it.
My name's Nathan, and I'm pretty much in the same boat as Sierra. We go to Pierce College, community college, and we both just applied. So, fall 2020.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
My name's Brian. I write songs and stuff outside of working, and yeah, I'm actually committed to do a few half marathons over the next year or so. So that's kind of the exciting part of my life right now.
Right on.
Sweet.
Very nice.
Oh, me too?
Well, you're a part of this.
Thank you.
Yeah, what have you been up to, man?
This year we put out my documentary, Cancer Rebellion, about what it's like to go through cancer as a teenager through the voices of 100 young people. And I'm looking for my next project.
Very cool. That's been our discussion here. I hope that you can see that there has been a gap, but there's also a lot of hope. Oh man, all of my notes are all over the place. That's okay. There's a gap in the treatment. I'm just in the way. There's been a gap in treatment for this 13 to 39 age range. Getting treated either in pediatrics or in adult cancer centers, and there just isn't age-appropriate care or support for people in our age range. They get diagnosed, and there's something we can do about it. Hernan said it earlier. You've heard it from everybody here. Like, the things that we need and things that we want are clear, and it's just a matter of getting to a place where we can start to provide that for everybody in America. It's going to be a long road, but it is one that we're all going to walk together, and we can walk with you as well. So please donate. Please donate. Hit that link in the bio. Go to our website at teencanceramerica.org. Click the donate button. We can do this with your help, and we just need you to keep fighting the good fight in a lot of ways. I am going to throw it to Simon Davies, our executive director, who's very excited to run into the Pacific Ocean.
What do you want me?
Okay.
You sure? Can I finish with this song? Let's finish with this song. Yeah. How about I sit over here? Yeah.
Brian's up next.
Okay.
You will notice that I'm still dry, which means we need some more donations. Yeah, so I don't know if I may have missed a little bit when I was driving down here, but I just want to actually just to pay tribute to two people that were actually the inspiration of starting this whole program. and that's Danny Riley and Jeffrey Jams Wanburns, who both didn't make it through their cancer experience, but their parents saw what music did for them during their treatment time, and they saw the impact that it had on them even when they were really, really ill, and how important that was to them. And it was them that came to us and said, you know, we want to give some money to Teen Cancer America, but we really want to have something to do with music. And through that conversation with Hillary, who's not here, and Kenley, sparked this Inspired program, which is based on some ideas that you had many years ago, which just never happened because nobody ever gave some money to it. And actually, what has happened is that we were able to raise enough money with the help of those families to be able to develop this pilot project, which all of you have benefited from, and we've benefited from everything that you've given to us, because it's a mutual kind of learning experience for everybody, I think. And you know, we've really appreciated that, and I've seen the impact of that on all of you and how helpful it's been. But we have so many more young people to help, and we've heard the figures that people have talked about today. 70,000. Actually, it's the numbers are going up. It's 84,000 now. Is the numbers of young people that are diagnosed every day, and that's every year, and that is every hour. Between 8 and 9 young people are getting this dreadful disease, and we have a big job to do. We have to develop these facilities right across America. We're doing great. We're in 6 years in, and we have 30 programs going. But we want to develop these programs so that every single young person in this country has access to these special facilities that we develop, the programs that we develop, and can take advantage of projects like this, because we know that what happens during that hospital time is not all just about the clinical treatment. It's about how you deal with it, what your headspace does with it, and that's really, really critical. And we know that this music program really plays a part. So I want to thank all of you performers, amazing, and all of our other performers, Kenley and Sean and Stevie, you know, who've taken part. I want to thank all of the staff and the volunteers that have helped us today and have made a big part of made it such a success. And this is really, I think, the philosophy of Teen Cancer America. We're not just about begging for money. We want to give you something back and to share with you the experiences that we have and what benefits we can bring. And it's an absolute privilege to be a part of it. I want to particularly thank Kenley because he's done so much for us. And you know, we want you to keep giving, keep you know, I don't want to go in the Pacific Ocean, but I kind of do. So I sort of want you to be successful, but you know, the lure of Rebecca's pool is something more than the Pacific Ocean. But anyway, I'm here, and yeah, I'm happy to get wet. So please donate, you know, keep it going. And I think we've got an amazing last song, which I'll leave you to introduce.
We've got two more songs.
Two more songs.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I need that microphone. So can you unclip it?
Get out of your way here.
Watch your foot. Thank you, Sean. Thanks, Sean. How's our volume there?
Check.
Go for it, Brian. Let's hear
Check.
you.
Check.
Keep going?
Check.
All right. Do you want to introduce this song?
Not really.
Let's just say we've all been there.
Giving you all of me is not enough, it seems. The woman of my dreams, I would do anything. Wishing you felt the same. Pretend to be okay. I miss you every day. First girl to kiss my face, one starting with an A. Don't know where I'm going, but I know it's far. Don't know where I'm going, I'll follow my heart. Don't know where I'm going, but I know it's hard. Don't know where I'm going, I'll follow my heart. We went to horror nights, we held each other tight. You let go after time, I guess it wasn't right. You make me feel alive, feelings I have inside I can no longer hide. I cannot live a lie, no I cannot deny. You're the love of my life, you're my partner in crime. It hurts too much to say, blonde starting with an A. Don't know where I'm going, but I know it's far. Don't know where I'm going, I'll follow my heart. Don't know where I'm going, but I know it's hard. Don't know where I'm going, I'll follow my heart. Get together, separate together. I wanna get her that way forever. We get together, separate together. I wanna get her that way forever. Don't know where I'm going, but I know it's far. Don't know where I'm going, I'll follow my heart. Don't know where I'm going, but I know it's far. Don't know where I'm going, I'll follow my heart.
All right,
Let's get everybody up there.
All right, come on up.
Oops.
Come on up. So now, Sean, you can grab that electric guitar. So we're gonna do, yeah, that's cool. And I think, where were you? Here? Yeah, that's cool.
Shall I join you on the piano?
Thanks again for watching. This is Give It Back by Play It Back for
Yeah.
Teen Cancer America. Please donate. You can click the link in the bio, or you can go to our website at teencanceramerica.org and click the donate in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. Thank you for all of your support. It's only with your support that we can make all of this happen. And I hope you've seen how much of a difference it makes for us, and hopefully it's made for you. So thank you.
Can I tell the story?
Sure, go ahead.
All right, I'm going to jump in for a second. So, all right, so we sort of told the story before, but basically we were in here and Letty was talking about something that was in her mind about a motto to get through her experience, and it was just ride it till the wheels fall off. So I've heard her describe what it means to her, and to me, I think it means something similar, which is just go until you can't go anymore, and then Nathan said it once, and then keep going, even when the wheels fall off, keep going, right? So we all put this together, and we all have a part on the recording, and we were talking about Eddie Vedder, because we loved some of the stuff that he did for Into the Wild soundtrack, and then I'm just going to put this out there, because you just never know, but we want Eddie to be on this song, too. So, Eddie, if you're watching. But anyway, meanwhile, I think we do a pretty good job of this. So.
Get in there.
Here I stand in your hands, and I can't seem to let go. Unravel my shadow. It still goes where I go.
Got the spark and I'm ignited. I'm fire. On the days that I spent fighting, I decided
I'm gonna ride it,
ride it,
ride it till the wheels fall off. I'm gonna
understand. What's the plan? It's okay to not know. No, we're not who we were. It's okay to outgrow.
Got the spark and I'm ignited on fire. All the days that I spent fighting, undecided.
I'm gonna ride it till the wheels fall off. I'm gonna ride it till the wheels fall off. And if I break down, I will spread my wings. Yeah, I'll rise up. I'm gonna ride it till the wheels fall off.
And if I break down, I will spread my wings. Yeah, I'll rise up.
And if we break down, we can spread our wings. We will rise up. I'm gonna ride it till the wheels fall off. I'm gonna ride it till the wheels fall off.
And if I spread my wings, yeah, I'll rise up. Ride it till the wheels fall off.
I'm gonna ride it. Oh, I'm gonna ride it. Oh, I'm gonna ride it till the wheels fall off.
All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining it. Remember, please donate. This isn't just for us. It's for everyone. It's for the future. It's for your kids. It's for the kids in your block. Donate.
Woo, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.